Ladies and gentlemen, the French Nightmare, the Napoleon of Siege, Prime Shaiiko, is back in full action. In the first 2 days of EU Pro League, he has dropped 32 kills and 7 deaths in 2 maps with a 2.17 rating. He got 16 kills against Mako, and then he got 16 kills against the reigning EWC champions Team Secret in back-to-back days. I already watched Team Secret's video, and that's up on my channel, but today we're going to watch the Mako one because I missed this on the first day that it happened. So we're going to watch it, we're going to react to it, we're going to break down exactly what it is correctly. This is day 1 of the EU Pro League. I would watch the POV of this, but unfortunately, they don't have the POVs of these games. It's like they don't care anymore. Like, I thought they would post POVs. They don't have POVs anymore, so yeah, whatever. We're going to watch, we're going to react, we're going to break down what he does differently. We're going to see how he plays now versus how he used to play back when he was terrorizing the league as an entry fag. Now he takes on a kind of different role. Mako going basement. They're going to start with the CC room. The general idea is going to roam up in CCTV, then fall down the blue stairs to get the layer off. Falcons bring the Doke and the Deimos for the roam clear, and they get open garage wall, signaling that they do want to kill these players in the roam. You see this CC side roam is going to have a garage player, Mako, lounge barricades. They take kitchen control really fast. So they cut into first floor control. You see the roam clear already is that despite the fact that these players are all on the top floor, Falcons have the map cut in half, essentially. This player on the secret stairs is the one thing bridging together the roam together. If Falcons get a successful kill on that, they can momentum down into sight. Shaiiko is being one with Solotov. They're working that control together, garage side, CC side, but they've gotten in between the site and the roamers. And now if they flow one way or the other, they have the man advantage. Let's see what they do. They're going directly for kitchen hash, going directly for vert above kitchen. Super aggressive play by Falcons. Super good pacing right here. Shaiiko knows that's one thing is that you stall out, the enemy can make vert above you, especially if they're still on the roam. And that's what I meant. This blue stairs player is the bridge between the gap of the roam and the site player. So he's going to be the one to like allow the people to get back to site, which is exactly what one of the players do. An Ari pick, interesting enough for the gaps. Shaiiko's still worried about above. So he's going to entry stock. Stock is a huge entry point for defenders because one, it cuts off the rotate back to blue. Right, CC side. And 2, it's the entry point into blue control, which is one of the most crucial pieces of control. If you go for a kitchen execute, or if you go for a church execute, no matter the site, you always want to have blue pressure. So if a talented player like Shaiiko, you can always put him on that spot, more of a sentry player spot. So it looks like Uses and Solotov would take on more of the traditional roles of entry. Uses more on the lurk entry this round. Solotov more on the direct entry, garage side. Shaiiko being more of like a second entry sentry turret up in there. Now Demo Shrek comes out. Maybe he's tracking the player above him. He gets the ping above them. He gets the idea that there's a player still playing up top, and he's going for the clear on him. So right now, this player that's through this vert is red rotate. Okay, it's a huge contention point, and you almost always want to make this vert if you're cutting off the player red stairs, if you're clearing him underneath in stock. Because this is like the choke point to get the red stairs on this rotate back into cash. So he's going to nade this rotate through onto the player. And he's going to continue to try to clear him out. Oh, and he was trying to distract him for Solotov while Solotov was going up for the kill. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out. Now they have to make a choice because Solotov died. They have to go site, or they have to basically clear up into that roamer, and they're going to choose to go site instead. They have to go because at that point they're sandwiched between the roam and the site. The roam can hit a really good flank at any point. And here comes a critical entry on a blue. Gets 1, gets 2. Demo Shack on the last player. 2v1, brilliant fundamentals. C4 absolutely hits nothing right there, way too far away. And that's why Deimos is so incredibly strong. Shaiiko gets 2 on that round. So what he did that round was really crucial because at this point, like I said, they split the roam in half and they have to choose whether or not to hunt down the roamers or continue down into sight. Now they kind of stall out a bit in the mid round here, but at this point he was using the Deimos track to try to get a free kill with Solotov before they went for execute. The moment Solotov dies, this means Falcons has to make a choice because 1, it's 40 seconds left, right? They're not going to have enough time to hit sight if they continue hunting this roamer. And this roamer, now that they're going to go on site, he has a flank permanently down onto Shaiiko. That's disadvantageous. So now Falcons are like, oh shit, we need to hit site now. They have no other choice. They have zero choice other than to hit site. This crucial entry down blue is so important because blue is a connector between sites. Blue connects church, blue connects arsenal together because you can't rotate through the main hallway because if you have a guy bottom main, he cuts off that rotate. And there's vert all over the main hallway because that's what Ram made at the very beginning of the round. So Shaiiko entering down blue here is super huge. It was actually pretty the end of winning those 2 gunfights, but he gets this and then immediately you see that he Deimos tracks, and that's why he's so feared on Deimos. That's why so many people ban the Deimos versus Falcons. This guy like mains this operator like no other fucking player ever has, bro. Like, this guy mains the fuck out of Deimos. And you see him right now, he immediately tracks this last player because, one, he knew this bandit was on the flank. And in any 2v1, xv1 situation, you always want to wait, or even 2v2, any low man count situation, you always want to wait till you have Deimos tracks because they're so strong for this reason. That's what makes this completely unwinnable for Mako. Nade blows up the pipe, tortures him, Nade pops him, he's in the fucking heat of the summer, he's fucking gone. Now, with the score that ends up happening at the end of this game, that means that Shaiiko, with this score, gets 2 kills per round on average from here on out. Which is an insane output. Like, you're a good player if you even get 1 kill per round. Right? And I value kill per round much more than any other stat because all the other stats, rating, KD, cost, the S in cost stands for survival. I think it overvalues staying alive and baiting. But KPR, that's insane. Mako now takes garage. They're going for a CC over on Jim. So typically speaking, a lot of teams like to extend over cash shot on Jim because it lets them maintain control over the highway and also gets a long angle down onto the Jim and cash window or Jim and master windows. Because of that, attackers like to clear over this side as well, so defenders make extensive setups just like this, where they reinforce off these 2 middle walls in order to hold down cash side. The next step for Falcons now is they need to get a Capital breach, need to get a Hibana breach onto the walls between CC and cash. Thermite's gonna cut off that rotate between the bomb sites or between the sides of the map, and now there's a bandit tricking this double wall. Right, so it's critical here for Shaiiko to use his fire to shoot over the top of the wall while avoiding getting C4'd by this mute or bandit, and then open the wall with the Hibanas. That's the current mini game they have to play. And also, the buck is underneath. Oh my god, Shaiko's just gonna get one in, regardless. So here comes the Hibanas. You see Solotov getting ready to Hibana this wall. Wow, and he's doing everything. Because that's the other thing. It's like this part. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. He just one-tapped that C4 in midair. This guy's doing everything. Because this part of the round is so fucking intense. Like, this is the most... Because think about it. You need to have one guy basically ensuring that the bandit does not trick the wall. One guy shooting hard breaches on this. And then after that, you need to make sure they're not aggro swinging you through the cash store. And then after that, you need to make sure this really common C4 is not being thrown. Shaiiko is doing all of that. Shaiiko is the guy firing over the wall to fire off the bandit trick. Shaiiko is the guy who killed the guy throwing cash swing. And then Shaiiko one-taps the fucking C4 to midair. Fires off the rotate. EMPs the wall to get the bandit disabled. The buck keeps the bandit off so he doesn't need to fire anymore. Oh, he uses dual fires anyways. He does everything. He one-tapped the C4. He stopped the rotate back into sight. He cut it off. Oh my fucking god. Oh, I think he has... No, he's a vert grip. Never mind. His brain is so quick. Yeah, 35 IQ, by the way. Lord W reference. Just kidding. Just kidding, guys. People don't realize that's how much, like, fucking thought goes into, like, Rainbow Six, bro. That's why it's the FPS of chess, bro. The FPS of chess, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, the FPS of chess. I gotta make that a memeable fucking quote. Looks like the next step they want to go for is getting the jacuzzi wall open, opening up that opposite breach to stop that player from getting in and out of bathroom and short haul to deny the gym hopping. He is gonna get it. It looks like the player on the window managed to shoot off the thing. Here comes a smoke, cocktail fire, and he's playing now on the windows. So once again, more of a sentry turret position. His job is to hold behind Bride while Bride goes for this plant. Jim's side. Make sure there's no trap on it. There is a frostmat. He sees it. He has to look down when hopping in. There's a bandit close. Will they figure out this guy's here? Oh, bandit's still in the corner. A beautiful... Oh my god! I wish I had a POV. I wish I had a POV. That guy did everything this round. What did he do at the end? I wish I had his POV. He smoked the Logi rotate. He hops in. He likely smokes the Logi rotate or bathroom. No, he kills the guy. Did he? No, Likey Fat kills the guy in bathroom. Downs the guy Logi, smokes gold rotate. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, he did everything that round. He did literally everything that round. For reference, this is what Shaiko's hopping into, okay? He's hopping into the Logi rotate crossfire, the Logi door crossfire, and the bathroom crossfire. That's his job right now. Not only did he shoot that C4 and hold the angle and do everything by himself in the early round, He also, at the very end, he's tasked with keeping Bride alive from dying, because guess what? Bride is going to plant somewhere in gym with all these feet holes where is that susceptible to dying from. Anyone coming from Logi side, they just swing through. Oh my god, gym's all fucking open. Bride is dead. So what does Shaiiko do? He has one more smoke on Capital. He uses a smoke on Capital. He smokes up the Logi rotate. Boom, that's one, isolates one angle, hops through. Boom, downs a player over here, runs through bathroom. Like if I gets another bathroom, kills the last player right next to Bride. That's exactly what happened, as you see in the end. He hops in, downs one player inside of Logi. At the other end, kills this player on the bathroom rotate, on the close there, and the Logi rotate smoked off. That's Shaiko's brilliance. So you see, he's on Capital as a supportive operator, a supportive utility. He's not on the intro anymore, but it's like people tend to mistake him. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this slow motion highlight of shooting that C4, Jesus Christ. Hopefully they get a POV of him hopping in. There's no multiple spectators anymore on this Pro League shit, bro. Pissing me off, bro. Whatever. People often mistake him for being something like a mindless frag or entry that is like just walks around gutting people down, and he's just like the goat, and he's just like walks. No, bro. There's so much thought behind the play. There's so much calculations happening all at once, and that's Siege. Mako back to basement. They're going for yet another roam. They have this time the aggressive kitchen layer. So this is like a really like unorthodox start. Is like no one expects you to be in kitchen, because right, everyone expects kitchen has to be reinforced, and the enemies to make with the ram first thing in the round. No one expects you to be here. So some people like to start a player here with the hatch up, and he drops the hatch because maybe it gets like a cheese pick, a rad pick if players like skip droning it or something. Traditionally, it's played with the mute to prevent the drums coming through, but the Ella, I'm not too sure, because he just gave away his position right there. Like, if I could just cut him off from this window. And look how cautious pros play. Like, they were so used to getting aggressive scrims on the super plays that they make no chance of it happening. But yeah, Lolo leaves because he knows there's no chance anymore of that happening. And the roam's already basically gone. That's an insane... Look, all these operators are all... Oh, no, they're doing a death roam. So essentially, the way this roam works is that there's a Scopos in strip, okay? So... I mean, there's a guy in bar and the Scopos in strip. And the guy in bar is likely going to fall back, but the Scopos in strip is likely going to play his life here because he has the ability to switch back. Now, strip doesn't really necessarily have as much dominance over the map angle-wise. Like, it has an angle directly on a moto hatch drop, but the biggest thing is it can flank into kitchen, right? It can flank at any time. So as a hacker, you have to clear it. You have to clear it no matter what. So whenever they go to clear him, he's just going to go back to site and he's going to swap through. Now, this was a crazy gamble, considering that last time Falcons did bring a Dokkaebi. They didn't ban it. They didn't ban the Dokkaebi. So if they had Dokkaebi, that guy would be completely dead, like no matter what, because there's Doke call right before they clear him out, and then he'd be insta-dead because you can't swap back on Scopos when you have a Dokkaebi. Instead, they banned triple hard breach. Falcons banned just a bunch of like anchor defense operators. Wait for the demo strike. Look how disciplined they are. They wait for the demo strike by Shaiiko, and where's Shaiiko? Oh, he was still in basically spawn. And he's entering stock again. Look at him. So he's a set path, because he's practicing his strat for him to take stock every single round as demos. He demo struck the guy from spawn to give a call up to his teammate. So that's how much important the comms are. The same round that he was basically telling Solitov what to do earlier with a guy in CC or Cash, he was literally demo tracking a guy from spawn telling his teammates where he was at. And here comes the Mountain clear onto strip. Super efficient. They kill the guy in bar. And that was Shaiiko droning from spawn and demo tracking from spawn. And then he targets another guy, right? Just clearing out this roam one by one. Look, and then he dies. Instantly dies. Where was that castle? Or sorry, where was the Denari? He was an oil pit. He was going for an aggressive play. He went for a garage flank, but he gets... Oh my god, that's beautiful. That's huge. Look, okay. Look, Denari was going for a flank up oil pit. So this is the bomb side. The enemy is taking the top floor. This is one of the most sneakier flanks because it's silent, right? Climbing up this ladder is silent, and it's traditionally not a really commonly held by a player cut spot, right? Usually you have the player, the attacker, is going to be here on top of the blue stairs, and that's where the attacker plays. No one really plays to go oil pit, or they just don't play in garage until they go to drop oil pit. So Shaiiko, number one, attracts the player that was roaming in bar. They clear him out with the Mountain. Number two, he catches a perfect track onto the Denari. Look at the callouts. Look at the compass position on this Denari. He goes from utility room to oil picked, climbing up the ladder into garage. And the moment that happens, Denari gets tracked by Deimos, and then Bride kills him. So this round, Shaiiko stayed in spawn, droned people for his team, tracked them, let his team clear them out, tracked the guy, drone again, tracked the guy flanking with his W awareness, and then killed the guy, got the guy flanking killed based off his W callouts. From halfway across the map, he's staring at his Deimos pings from halfway across the map, calling it out constantly to his teammates. He's not just some quiet entry, guys. He's fucking doing all this in the meanwhile. This round was purely supportive, but you could argue that he was the reason they cleared the roam with the Deimos. Right, he's not just taking ones, he's using the info to help his teammates out. Beautiful by Shaiiko. And then he gets kills after that. And then he kills a guy blue after that. And then he's still going to entry blue too after that. Waits for the drone. Off the flashbang, off the nade, he's going to drop maybe. Nope, going to wait for his boy, dropping with Sholotov. Oh my god, brilliant, brilliant. Round 5, Mako go for CCTV again. This time they're using Maestros. The more like a double info kind of like setup. I believe they have the castle underneath now, and they can use a C4 and the Maestro potentially playing from underneath. Or like this is more of like a retake strat. So what I mean by a retake strat is the general idea of this strat is actually to give up the map more and then use the cameras as info to deny the plants, basically. You see how they made holes across that con wall and they extended master side? They're going to try to play more so out of sight, I believe, to win the round. But Usus drones it out, and he figures out, he goes to Bravo to counter out the Maestro picks. Why do you think R6 Pro League isn't as big as CS or Valorant? Because it's a harder game to understand, but I also feel like it has the potential to be. It just needs to be sold correctly. Kickstarter did a fucking beautiful job at selling the game correctly, and I'm trying to figure out how to do the same, even though I'm not doing a good job. I'm going to keep fucking trying, chat. I'm going to keep trying for you guys. I'm going to try and make this game brilliant. But yeah, just like I said, despite the fact that they have the castles underneath, they just give it up immediately because they're gonna play that master side layer. Bravo and Garage. He's gonna try to hop that. Ooh, try to hop and oh, does he get it? Oh, he got it. Now he can zap the Jaeger. Oh, that's gotta be so fucking frustrating. You can zap the Jaeger now. Now they're gonna go for the clear onto the Jaeger at the same time that the Maestro cams are going to. And he's gonna. Ooh. LeBron. Oh, he does not get the BP. Does not get the BP in Garage. It's hilarious. But yeah, you see all the Maestro cams, all the Val cams. Oh, another one! He got the BP too! Saw player coming down main stairs now. He calls that out to his teammate. Wow. And here comes the 8. So Shaiiko gets underneath. This is how a typical garage start goes, right? You open up their garage walls, so you have an entry into lower garage. Then you have a guy on the door, making sure the guy doesn't hop over or do some stupid aggressive plays. Then you have this garage angle, looks onto the garage rafters windows to make sure no one can go there. You get underneath and you capital fire the guy out or nade the guy out, right? This is a traditional garage take. You get underneath garage, you throw utility, you capital or nade the fire the guy out, right? Shaiiko in this case is using his EMPs to disable the ADS is up on rafters because this is such a powerful burn spot that you have a bunch of burn on there. So Shaiiko is going to use his EMPs to disable these before Capitile firing him out, which is going to force him to move, which now exposes him to either a garage door or the breach, or he has to hop over and basically trade for garage control. That fire, and you see right here, there's basically only 2 spots, or hold on. Now you see right here, there's only 2 spots you can play. You can play R1, you can play R2. R1, if you're standing up, is visible from breach, which I'm pretty sure they cleared up before that even happens. So they're gonna fire R2 and the window because there's a castle in front of the window. All right, that's the second place, safest place because of the way they just set it up. So they capital fire the window first things first, just to make sure no one's there, right? And then they come through, EMP off the rafters. Boom, fires it off. Now Jaeger's fucked. Now he's running from the breach. Now he's immediately dead. Brilliant clear by BDS. Uses catch as a flank. Now they take garage control, and now all they have to do. Oh my god! Shaiiko catches the long angle off right there. And this is what I mean by the amount of brain power this shit takes, right? Boom, boom, goes for that shit, but then on the way up, because you saw there's holes here, right? Ignore the bomb site. I'm on the wrong bomb site for this example, but boom, 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 boom. There's holes here on garage because traditionally for defenders, if you keep garage control, you can deny the breach and you can deny walk from con side, but they lost it in that case. But then from there, there's this angle. Their default But as a defender, if you play CCTV at all in ranked, you know that from here on top of the green box, there's an angle all the way down on the garage stairs. Very commonly held angle against garage takes, and that's what Mako is holding right now. But Shaiiko with a holo, by the way. This guy does not play ACOG. He has the option to play ACOG. He chooses not to play ACOG. He walks up the garage stairs after firing this guy out and killing him and doing his job. Walks up, boom, fries that guy. 9-1. He's a 3 KD, or 9 KD. No, he has a 9 fucking KD right now, bro. Holy fucking shit. And now this is why garage control is so powerful, because like you see now, if you have the breach, if you have garage, if you have the breach, all you have to do is get behind this bomb and plant the bomb, so long as there's not a C4 underneath or a C4 flying over the wall. And now the guy on the breach can just hold the cut on people crossing to him. They wait out the smokes. Good patience by Falcons to open up this castle. This basically gives another angle on the holding the Reds push, right? This red push right here. Oh, is he bugged? Oh no. Wait. No? Nah, no way, no smoke grenade. That's hilarious. They're still 4v2 though, so they can still go over this. Shaiiko plant the bomb. He's doing everything. One plant has 5 kills. He might as well have 21 kills this game. D4 rip. Oh, he dies off of it too. The C4 rip actually works for them. 10 seconds. What is Falcons gonna do? Don't panic here. They have to push this last guy because the C4 can win the round. D4 misses! Nah! Actually could have won that round for him because the Falcons' hesitance to push right here. Wow. That's why Pro League's so intense. Like, you call people stupid at times, chat, but it's like, imagine if you're the guy planning in the scenario. You know, it's a 4v2. You want to get the planner, you want to plant the bomb down, but you hear a C4 rip, you know, you get off, and then you instantly die, and then there's 13 seconds left. There's still a guy with a C4. What do you even do? Is it right to push them? But it's a 3v2, but it's like the numbers are still so close. Do you plant the bomb? Do you plant the bomb and push at the same time? In my opinion, after they get this kill, they had to push at the same time. But I mean, you know, the decision making is so crucial. Like one centimeter correctly on the C4 that lands properly, and Bride is just fucked. I saw a Twitter thread today, bro, about like all the people being like, "Oh, Fett, you were wrong. If Stompin had like 6 months with G2 straight out of fucking console with roller, he would be just as good as he was today." Like, okay, bro, like, yeah, I mean, but like, is that a likely reality, bro? Like that fucking he gets, you know what I mean? That's like saying that like NBA teams would have known, should have known Steph was good in high school. Like, everyone was fucking dogging on me because, first of all, I always thought Stompin was good. I was very negative in the things I said about him because I was responding to the viewers about them telling me he's good because he has good aim. Like, bro, I was telling people he was going to be good, but for different reasons, and that's why I was always crashing out on everyone, because I was like, dude, he's not going to be good because of his aim, he's going to be good because of his dedication, his hard work, and then once he gets that time in CL, then he improved, and then he took the time in CL, and he fucking massively improved. So that's like saying, bro, that's like saying you would have known, like, bro, if y'all got mad at me for like saying he needed experience and time to learn, when he was on roller, like, he wasn't even on PC, and that's when I said those things, bro. I was saying, like, oh, he needed time when he was on roller. That's like saying NBA scouts should have known Steph Curry was a god since middle school, because T3 is like high school and T2 is like collegiate. If you think of the pipeline, T2 is collegiate, guys, because that's where you go to the NBA from. That's like saying, oh, NBA team should have took him from high school. Like, dude, okay, well then you go fucking shit talk all the managers who didn't take Steph Curry out of high school or middle school, bro. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Why didn't anyone take Steph Curry out of high school or middle school, bro? Like, bro, what? Like, it's not realistic, bro. Unless he needed that stage of T2, because the reason I'm saying he needed a stage of T2 is because there are pros that skip T3 to go straight to T1, and he's doing better than them. It's easy to say I was hating because the things I said sounded negative because I was angry at the viewers. But if you watch closely, bro, when he was on a roller, I put him, when Kaysen and him, oh shit, Mako flank, up the oil pit, just like I said earlier, on a basement anchor. When he was on roller, Shaiiko back in lounge. That's his bread and butter position. When he was on roller, I put him on the same tier as pro potential. On roller! He was on roller, and I said he could be a pro, bro. Like, and I said a bunch of crazy shit, because guess what, bro? I'm fucking crashing on the viewers, but he's on roller, bro. Whatever, bro. Sick of you guys. But you get ready for it? Yes, sir. That's what I do, baby. But this is a very minimal push from Falcons. They're taking dirt control. They're going to sense across. They're going to try to get the Montane on the K9 for the plant spot. And they're going to have people push blue at the same time. Because guess what? Blue is the angle that prevents dirt and behind K9. Right? So here comes a sense. Well, oh, wait, no. They're going to use it. Oh, wait. This is new. This is Kitsch dirt with the sense going down behind. Oh. Okay, I'm going to watch this back because I was too busy getting rage baited during this entire take. Big dodge in the C4. Shaiiko up in blue again. Where's he going to rotate to? He's going to retake Kitsch Hatch. He's going to retake Kitsch Hatch, I believe, because they just got powered on Kitsch Hatch. Shaiiko uses a nade to drop off of, I believe. Yep, drops down. Oh! Power on the last guy. Oh, man. Shaiiko double kill. Shaiiko waits for the Deimos track. So incredibly fucking patient. I love that about him. The composure to wait for this Deimos track right here is insane. A lot of players will just momentum. Look at the movement. Look at the movement. Look at the moves. He's breaking his fucking ankle. Oh. Never mind. But here, the push that Falcons were doing is a Kitsch dirt. It's one of the most common ring pushes, but they kind of like augmented it with a sense to make it more fancy, and they had blue control as well. So Shaiiko takes in the stock per usual, and this time Mako are doing a bunker hold instead of a roam, right? So instead they still have the Scopos to kind of like fake out a roam, but overall it's more like bunker. It's a Goyo, there's bandits for the triple wall, there's Malusis, all that. So they take this control, they take kitchen control. Yeah, so the idea is to get Kitsch Hatch control, sense across here, wrap around into the plant spot down here, and then this player back Arsenal, killing him from vert to make sure that no one's blocking Arsenal. Use a sense to get through here. Unfortunately for them, Mako do a really good gunfights in terms of fighting up the kitchen hatch actually, and that forces Shaiiko to rotate over to the Kitsch Hatch. Unfortunately for them, at the very end, I believe a bit too much fancy feet. They do get it down to 1v1, but this was kind of fucking insane. He was out of ammo, went for a fucking knife. I believe if he reloaded, he probably could have won it. I love, by the way, that Denari is so good for basement for only this reason. In that the fucking staircase, these two blue walk down the blue stairs and the blue oil pit stairs are both really powerful spots for Denari's.
Well, you know, we do see the switch occasionally. He's had his nomad era.
And to have a quiet light roam. No, it's still reinforcement of on the CC wall roam by Falcons. Shaiiko 11 and 3 from that half alone. Jesus Christ. Got pre-plays drone up in the garage rafters. Shaiiko, yeah, they're right. Shaiiko used to play Valk, Azami, and Legion. Now he's on the Denari, bro. He's on the Denari, G. Here comes a roam clear by Matchco. They have plat open. They're going to drone here. They're going to collapse onto these roamers playing CC side. Well, the CC roamers have to figure out whether they want to leave or stay and fight it out. I think they're going to thug it out. I think he thinks he's misdroned. Oh, he's going to get one, actually. That's a crazy melee timing. Oh, my God. Lucky Fack. Oh, my God. Lucky Fack on the defense. Holy fuck, he lived that? Oh! Oh my fucking God, Lucky Fack! Oh my God, is he gonna get? Don't tell me he gets more. And Shaiiko types with lol. Wow, I'm in my glorious French Napoleon Bonaparte. Go. Even when he's not getting kills, he's typing and mentally talking them. Oh my God, ring around the rosy. Like if I falls down below while the rest of them clear up top. Oh my God. Oh my God, don't tell me he aces them. This guy just solo roam ace. Okay, never mind. He doesn't ace them. Jesus fucking Christ. Holy fuck, Leaky Fack. The French duo, the French goats, they're back, bro. Got your frag tab. Well played, motherfucker. Okay, well that's a little bit of an overheat. Don't go for that.
I think we've seen a couple out of Vulcans.
Told you Lucky Fett went crazy on defense. That's the goat.
This large has been a result of them just not being able to close on Lucky Fett properly. Tab now looking pretty low.
Oh my god. Lucky Fett just went crazy that round. Oh, did Shaiiko get the last one? Oh, never mind. No farmage. No kill farmage for him. That was just a brilliant solo roam by Lucky Fett. Like, what do you even do there? The most crazy part about this roam is one, okay, this is just a huge blunder by Aki. Because they had a fucking active drone on this guy. Like just wait for your blitz to take first contact. But two is immediately after killing this guy, the reaction time it takes to melee the blitz right after. Like, that is crazy decision-making time, right? Like, you just downed one, a blitz just spawned in front of you, and you have the time to melee him. And then after melee him, you perfectly path full white. Perfect melee. You path full white to your own rotate. You get away from the blitz, full blinded, by the way. You come around, boom, 180 this guy, boom, headshot him. Oh my fucking god. And then you're still getting hunted by other players. Insane shot on the Lucky Fett. By the way, this guy plays the slowest sense in the entire world. He plays 9-9, like 25 or some bullshit. Oh my god. France is gonna have an easy, crazy team for Esports Nation Cup. Yeah, they're gonna have Lucky Fett, Shaiiko, and Mowgli, and Bride, bro. Oh my fucking god. Now they're playing bedroom. Shaiiko's on the Azami. Now, Azami here is more of a bridge player typically because of Khan. There's a lot of, like, between Cash and Gym bedroom, there's connector or construction. Either or, they're both, basically, they do connect both sides of the map. A lot of good spots for that. Looks like he's starting off garage, though. Really aggressive position. They want to hold down Cash. He's really hard, it seems. Lolo gets in the basement work. He's going to be able to stop that red stairs player from going down. But it looks like Lucky Fett is here to actually match it. Oh, Lucky Fett's close with the TCSG. Does he know? Oh, they make contact, but Lucky Fett might go out here. Oh, the impact makes Lolo think that he's running away, but he's going to actually get out completely. He doesn't want to take this one anymore. What a pussy. I'm joking.
More of the DMRs and the TCSGs and the, you know, with the removal of the ACOGs from defense.
Who do you think will be on Team USA? Hot and cold because Canadian.
In the weapons that we're seeing on defense, not, you know, wholesale, but we are.
Shaiiko now comes back to bedroom, and then super important operator the Yazami. He loves that operator, but for bedroom, cutting off the window angles. Wow, Lucky Fett's just running around on the. Oh my god, y'all were right. Like, this is a fucking the second Frenchman has spawned in on fucking defense, just running circles around these guys. Don't tell me he gets another one, bro. No way. No way. Now he's just wasting time, and he's letting him up too. Oh, can I give him the B charge? G4. Oh my god. Look how good he is at wasting his time. Because right now, right, Lucky Fett is no longer worried about getting more kills. The moment he gets, like, the first 2 kills was an advantage given to him by his positioning. That was really, really good. But imagine now, if he goes aggressive for another kill trade, he immediately dies. Because right now, kill 2 people, his position is called out. Enemy has a UAV on him because he called out position. Oh, he's right there. He's right here. Blah, 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 blah. Right? UAV gets called on him. Now he just needs to waste time. His main goal is to waste time, and you should always do this when you're almost certain of death, when your position gets called out on defense, and your defenders can't help you, and you're fucked. Just try to waste as much time as possible, right? He uses that C4 to stop the engine from getting on him. He runs behind here, and now he continues to play just in case they're going to sprint at him and go for crazy stuff, but he's playing to waste as much time as possible and be as much of a nuisance. Look at him ratting. Look at him slipping back. Like, he's such a rat, bro. Slipping back right into here. And now it's so impactful that Shaiiko has now come to help him even. Holy fuck, triple kill Lucky Fett. Oh my god, Shaiiko from the gym hatch gets a guy trying to come kill Lucky Fett. And that's why you be a nuisance right there. That's what when you're roaming, there's 2 types of roams. And there's a very important lesson to be learned from this round. Very, very important lesson to be learned from this round. Right after it ends. Uses gets the last kill. Lucky Fett, wow, really powered up. There's 2 types of roams in Siege. There's the free roam, like Lucky Fett's doing, where you're running around really with no setup, and you're just like having presence on the map. just to not have attackers get it for free or make contact or go for plays or go for flanks. And there's the extension room where, like last round, if you're playing or this round, your cash CC, like, you know, reinforcements and stuff with the setup there and everything and the zombies and all the utility. That's like you have a setup on your room, right? It's supported, and therefore you play it like an anchor spot, and then you can fall off it if you need to. The free roam is very, very up to the vendor and nuance on how you want to play it, but like you can do so much with it because one, you retake strip here, you kill the player and strip, you immediately have the ability to kill the thermite outside on this hole because look, this was a sledge hole that he made earlier. Right? Raiden thought he would fucking run back away from this. And then now on the free roam, you have no setup. You're fucked. You're stuck in strip. The enemy has you stuck. You're just wasting time. Right here, he's not going for a kill on this guy. If you notice, he's not swinging it aggressively. He's just jiggle picking. Maybe if the guy overextends, he'll get the kill. But he's slowly realizing, oh, more people are coming towards me. Right? The guy that's fighting him is a Aurora. He knows what the gun Aurora has. Then a Grim Launcher shoots out. The moment that Grim Launcher shoots out, he's like, I am outnumbered. I am fucked if I go for this exchange. I'm gonna waste time. And here's important part about this is that, okay, the C4 makes sure that the Grim does not entry, so he's time to back up and go back here because otherwise the Grim could have ran in and immediately killed him. There's a player coming from outside gym side, and now, you know, he's just wasting time. And then Shaiiko gets on the hash to hold him, calming to his teammates despite the fact, and a lot of people make this mistake when they're on free roams. They're halfway across the map and they think they don't, because they're like a million miles away from their teammates, that they don't need to calm to them. Bro, it's so useful to tell your teammates how many people are hunting you, where they're coming from. There's a slight chance your teammates could help or capitalize off it, right? If there's one person pushing site and like they rotate 3 people to hunt you, then now your 4 players on site can go fuck that one person on site. You know, so it's like giving these callouts, being on the free roam, staying connected with your team, and number one, playing to waste as much time and be a nuisance. Not get a 4K and become God and spawn peek and kill everyone and just die in 2 seconds every single round because, you know, but being a nuisance, being a rat. Look at him staying unpredictable. Move through strip at this point in the round.
He's got his kills and he's just burning time. Shaiiko
Insane. Yeah. And he finally dies at the very end there. 6-2 Falcons. Wow. It really does become a Lucky Fact masterclass. So you're telling me Shaiiko completes the rest of his kills very, very soon. All in the span of 1 or 2 rounds. Last side is going to be CCTV. They're going for a much more traditional. They're not going to spread master side like Mako was doing. They're kind of out the bandits. Bandit tricking the wall. Castle's going to castle off all around just so no one can get underneath the bandit and break this open. There's going to be a map though, so it's basically going to be impossible for him to do that. And Shaiko's going to be playing garage, right? So again, sentry turret position. Use this as more on the roaming position, right? Solitov's playing a util position. Bridget's in the support fully. Lucky Fact's more on the free roam because he's Jaeger. He puts his AES and then he goes run around and does whatever the fuck he wants. Shaiko's in the sentry turret position, right? He's on that sit in garage and take gunfight position, right? So you see that he typically is more on positions now than sit still, whereas previously on BDS when he first joined the league, he was more in a fluid position that would entry and go really fast. Spearhead the push, yes, not really be fully lurky, but more so on that one. Mako, I thought they were clearly going for a garage take, but no, it looks like they're going to go for a split take, so they're going to get con control. Here comes the Mav truck on the wall. Oh, when he rotates around, look, so the zombie barricade covers that red rotate, lets him get in and out of cash. And now he's given up, look, he's given up garage control because he no longer needs it, and they have a player underneath seeing if anyone comes in lower garage to take up garage stairs. And this player garage can have 2 roles, right? You can get underneath cache site if they're planning inside a cache and McVert underneath it off the BP cameras or his teammates callouts to stop the play. And he can stop the player from coming in lower garage because he has holes on the lower garage. But 2 roles. Now Shaiiko can rotate around, set up his fortress inside a cache. So that even after the enemies make their walls, he has a setup over here. Coming from the bandit on the single wall.
No one can really do anything about it just yet.
Wow, this is look how Looney Tunes this looks, bro. Shaiko's basically holding this guy, making sure doesn't ADS, making sure he doesn't swing. They fucking rotate 2 players in here to bandit the wall and also get the tube ready for this tricking the wall, and then they both rotate out. Look at that Looney Tunes ass rotates, bro. Holy shit.
Falcons themselves get stung by that twice. Surely Machko are able to deal with the counter.
Shaiiko gets a player on the window. Shuts down. Oh my god, he's killing everyone. I wish we got a POV on this man.
Not wanting to be outdone by his teammate has made it a 3K for himself. Akwi on the Monty with it all together. Shaiiko, I'm sure, is fancying himself.
Walks up one of those zombie punches. Oh, tries to break the third one.
He's 15 and 3. Might as well make it 16. Why not? There you go. 16 it is. Look, the thing, you know, you don't really need to. We've waxed lyrical about Shaiiko so many times over the years.
Oh my fucking god. He killed everyone. Like by himself. Guys, you gotta realize that Mako are going for like a flood execute. So they're going 1, 2. Where else is the other execute coming from? They hop in CC. Shaiiko downs the guy that hops in CC. There's a guy on breach. There's a guy hopping in CC. Where's the other guy? This guy's in bedroom holding a long angle. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fuck. I don't even have words. I don't even have words. And he did the same thing, bro. He did the same thing during the game today, too. During the game that just came out of my channel yesterday. You'll see it yesterday, bro. I gotta go watch it right now because he did the same shit. He's in the shits position. He's literally in the middle of a three-way pinch from Condor, from CC window, and from breach, and he's just killing everyone, running around isolating ones. And the biggest, most important thing, the most impressive thing about shit like that is he's isolating ones in situations that don't look like they have ones to be isolated, guys. Like, look at this shit, bro. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? What's a good example of it? For instance, Shaiiko is playing inside Armory as a solo roamer with a rotate to blue stairs because this has the hatch above sight, right? You want to hold this on as a defender just so the attackers don't get the vert for free. Secret want this control. Secret have one player pushing him from weapon side, from missile side. Secret have a blitz pushing him. Also, Secret have a blitz pushing him from fossil window. They also have a jackal walking down the staircase, a blitz hopping into this window, and another player pushing through from the armory range side. He's getting triple pinched. But look at his movement. Look. 1, 2, 3. Blitz on the right, and a player here, all for hunting down this player. Look at his movement. Look at the way he isolates ones. Gets out the rotate, isolates a 1, isolates 2. Oh my fucking god, that is insane. Taking the risks, because if you know, he knows he's getting pinched on, he knows he's getting collapsed on. If he just sits still in a particular position, he's gonna die. But he can't go too early, because the enemies, while they're just still gun up, chilling before they're ready to go, they're just gonna catch on an aggressive stupid swing, you die instantly. No, Shaiiko's waiting to time his aggression at the same time that the enemies committing or using their util, and that's when they're weakest, and that's when he's swinging out and going for all these kills, and that's why he's so fucking damn good. So I hope you learned something from this video. I hope you like these VOD reviews. I'm going to do a lot more tomorrow. Figure out some of the good games. I'm going to watch back all the EU games I didn't watch because I have lab and shit. And because lab's getting more busier, I probably have to upload Pro League games the day after. But yeah, love you guys. Take it easy. Stream's going to be over. It's way too late now. Sorry about the little rant in the middle. I get rage baited too easily, but like, what's life if you don't get rage baited, right? Love you guys. Mwah.